I'm walking really slow right now. Come on. And I've taught Cindy to walk slow next to me if I do walk this slow. See how the leash is loose? You always want to have that leash loose. Come on. I always, if I'm going to turn left into her, because when you turn left, it draws a dog back next to you. Come on. When she lags behind, you coax her to catch up. You don't pull her towards you, because that causes stress. Any kind of tension on the leash like this, pulling her, controlling her like this, letting her be like that, standing there like this, is just going to cause stress on the dog. So just keep it really loose. It's probably the most important thing when she's on a leash to keep track of, is keeping that leash loose, because especially if you're out in public and you're like this or you're like this, she's going to start getting worked up and stressed out day after day, week after week, and that's what causes aggression on leash, and you never want that to happen. So just, it's really simple. Focus, be aware of what you're doing, keep that leash loose. If she's pulling in front of you, go. She's pulling you around, practice your recalls. Come. Good. Sit. Go. Come. Good. Do that kind of stuff for just 2 or 3 minutes. Sit. She's going to be hovering around you and not pulling you around like you're a sled. You need to make yourself relevant to the dog so that she knows you're the person in charge. Therefore, you need to use her commands so that she doesn't ignore you. So calling her back to come to you if she's pulling you all over the place, practicing your commands before you start the walk, at your front door, outside your house, your front door, on the street, or in your parking lot, before you take her on the walk, so she's calm and on the right track. That's really important to do. As far as walking on a leash, okay, you want to keep that leash loose, and if she walks ahead of you, okay, you want to do your little prompts like that. You can just pop her a little bit. Come on, let's go, come on. Just like that. You can practice walking fast like this. Come on. Going in circles, always turning left into her and slowing down like that. Good girl. See how she slowed down to pace herself with me? Give her a reward for that. Good. Doing these left-hand circles where you do a left circle, full circle, and then at the end of that circle, you say sit. Good. Do several of those in a row. Okay. Do your left circle as you walk down the street or the sidewalk, all the way around. And then at the end of that circle, sit. She gets a reward. Good. Okay. That's a great way to practice with a dog, to teach them not to pull. And obviously she doesn't pull anymore, because we can show you on the video she's very obedient on the leash. Another thing you can do, which breaks up the cycle of pulling, is consecutive sits. Okay, sit. Good. Okay, sit. Good. Okay, sit. Good. See, I gave her a treat. Okay, sit. Good. Okay, sit. Good. Okay, sit. Good. Do a bunch of consecutive sits like that. If you have a dog that's pulling, like if she ever goes back to pulling a lot, you can do these sits every day, even if you just do like 6 or 8 or 10 in a row, which takes you all of 2 minutes. That breaks up that cycle of pulling. Every time she sits, she has to stop and wait for you to release her to walk again. She's anticipating that she knows she's going to have to sit every couple of feet. It's a great little exercise to use with a dog that pulls a lot. It really breaks that up and makes them stop pulling. So doing the consecutive sits, the left-hand circles as you walk down the sidewalk or the street or the alleyway, wherever you are, that's a great exercise to do. We're all very tired and hot, so I'm going to let her collapse because it's 100 degrees right now. But just remember, keep that leash loose. And if she's pulling a lot, it means you need to slow down, walk slowly, practice having her walk slowly. Okay, just like this, even barely moving, just really relax. It's good for you too to just relax. And you might have to, as you walk that slowly, lean over with your right hand and just feed her out of your pouch. It's really simple to do. It's right there. Good. Make sure her head is at your leg when you do this. Good. It'll turn this into the sweet spot. This is where she's going to want to be all the time. Always turn left. Good. Try to avoid turning right for a while, because look what happens. The dog breaks away from your side, you end up pulling her, so why not always go left? Even if I have to turn right, let's say I'm going that way, that's my opportunity to do another left turn to go right, just like that. And you're literally hurting the dog with your body, and that's going to be the way she's used to being handled by you. Sit. Completely eradicates the pulling. So just get used to doing those moves. And she already knows how to do this, so it's really like having a dance partner. If you do my moves, you're going to get this with her. If you do the old moves with the tight leashes, you know, the struggling and forcing her to be somewhere and right turns and pulling her around, then she's going to go back to being out of control, which she was the way most dogs are before they're trained. So all you got to do is do our moves and you'll get this result. Good girl. Very good. Okay.